What is it that truly calls us to explore? Is it the allure of distant horizons, or the search for a connection to the stories that have shaped our world? Welcome, and join me as we answer that call. We are about to embark on an extraordinary journey across a continent that is not just a place on a map, but a living, breathing chronicle of human endeavor, a land of remarkable diversity and profound history. Europe. It is a grand tapestry, woven with the threads of fallen empires like Rome and Greece, whose philosophies and laws still echo in our modern societies. It's colored by the genius of artistic revolutions, from the rebirth of humanism in the Renaissance to the bold strokes of the Impressionists. And it is textured with breathtaking natural wonders that defy imagination. This continent, a cradle of Western civilization, awaits our exploration. For millennia, its very landscapes have been a crucible for civilization. The rugged mountains that once served as impenetrable borders now invite us to their majestic peaks. The powerful rivers that carved paths through the wilderness became the lifeblood of trade and the foundation for great cities. Its cultures, born from this dynamic interplay of geography and history, have rippled outwards, influencing art, science, and politics across the entire globe. Our journey will sweep us from the sun-drenched coasts of the Mediterranean, where life moves, to a slower ancient rhythm, to the dramatic wind-swept cliffs of the Atlantic. We will venture north to the deep, silent fjords and the innovative spirit of its forward-thinking cities, and wander through the rolling green heartlands that feel suspended in time. This is a land of endless, beautiful contradictions, a land of perpetual discovery. Over the next 12 minutes, we will traverse 10 of its most fascinating nations. We will stand in the heart of sprawling imperial capitals and listen to the quiet hum of life in remote alpine villages. Each country is a unique world unto itself, with its own distinct flavors, languages, and traditions. Yet they are all deeply interconnected, woven together by the grand, ever-unfolding story of Europe. So prepare yourself. This is not merely a tour of famous places, but a deep immersion into the very soul of the continent. We will walk the same cobblestone streets as emperors and artists, feel the vibrant pulse of modern life in bustling market squares, and find moments of quiet contemplation in the shadow of ancient cathedrals. This is an invitation to experience the essence of what makes Europe so eternally captivating. Our adventure begins now. Our journey commences in France, a nation that has, for centuries, been a global epicenter for art, philosophy, and the culinary arts. It is a landscape of profound contrasts, from the rolling lavender-scented fields of Provence to the formidable snow-capped peaks of the Alps. At its heart lies Paris, the city of light. Dominating the skyline is the Eiffel Tower, an iron lattice structure that was once a controversial feat of engineering. The River Seine flows through it like a lifeblood, with graceful bridges connecting its storied banks. On the sun-drenched shores of the French Riviera, the azure waters of the Mediterranean lap against glamorous coastlines. The land itself is a provider, yielding world-renowned wines and cheeses, cornerstones of a gastronomic culture revered globally. We travel south, across the Alps, to a peninsula that juts into the Mediterranean Sea like a boot kicking at the tides of history: Italy. This is a cradle of Western civilization, a nation whose influence has shaped art, law, and culture across the globe. From the snow-capped Alps to the sun-scorched shores of Sicily, Italy's diverse landscapes are matched only by the depth of its story. A story that feels alive at every turn, and at the heart of that story is Rome. This is a land where the past is not merely remembered, it is a living, breathing presence. The Eternal City stands as the ultimate testament to this enduring legacy. Here, the monumental ruins of the Roman Forum and the Colosseum tell a story of immense power. Imagine walking the Forum's ancient stones, once the bustling epicenter of an empire. Then stand before the Colosseum and feel the echoes of 80,000 spectators, a testament to Roman engineering and their thirst for spectacle. Yet, Rome's imperial grandeur is not confined to ruins. Step inside the Pantheon, a miracle of ancient architecture. Look up at its magnificent coffered dome where the famous oculus opens to the heavens, a single, perfect portal connecting the earthly to the divine. For 2,000 years it has stood as a symbol of architectural perfection. In the heart of Rome lies another world, Vatican City, the epicenter of the Catholic faith. The smallest sovereign state on earth, it is crowned by the magnificent dome of St. Peter's Basilica. Within its walls, artistic treasures of unimaginable value are housed, culminating in the Sistine Chapel, where Michelangelo's breathtaking frescoes narrate the story of creation in a symphony of color and form. Journeying north, we find ourselves in Venice, a city built on water. It is an impossible, dreamlike creation, a labyrinth of canals and waterways born from a shallow lagoon. Here, the streets are made of water. The soundtrack is the lapping of waves and the silent glide of gondolas. For centuries, Venice was a formidable maritime republic, its opulent past reflected in the splendor of St. Mark's Square. Further inland, the rolling hills of Tuscany unfold, a landscape so perfectly composed it appears to be a Renaissance painting brought to life. This is the birthplace of the Renaissance, and at its heart is Florence. Here, the spirit of artistic genius is palpable. From the magnificent dome of the Duomo that defines the skyline to the masterpieces of Botticelli and Leonardo da Vinci, it is a region that nourishes both body and soul. Our trip now takes us west to the Iberian Peninsula, to the sunny lands of Spain. This is a country of strong feelings and lively traditions whose soul is forged in passion. Its landscape is a canvas of dramatic contrasts, from the green hills of the north to the arid plains of the south. This is a land shaped by centuries of history, a crossroads where Roman, Visigothic and Moorish cultures have mingled to create a vibrant and complex identity. In cities like Seville, the capital of Andalusia, this spirit finds its most powerful expression. Here in dimly lit tablaos, you can hear the sound of the Spanish guitar and the strong, rhythmic footwork of flamenco dancers. More than just a performance, flamenco is a raw, emotional art form born from the joys and sorrows of the Andalusian Roma people. The mournful cry of the singer and the dancer's passionate movements tell unforgettable stories of love, loss and defiance. Further east, in Granada, we find a breathtaking architectural treasure. Here too you can really see the building style of the Moors in palaces like the Alhambra in Granada. A stunning work of art with fancy tilework. A magnificent testament to the sophistication of the Nasrid dynasty, its formidable exterior hides an interior paradise. Intricate stucco carvings cover the walls like lace. Calm courtyards and flowing fountains create an oasis of tranquility and architectural beauty. Going northeast, we get to Barcelona, the main city of Catalonia, a city pulsing with the artistic energy of visionary architect Antoni Gaudí. His magnum opus, the amazing unfinished church of the Sagrada Familia, reaches for the sky like a dream. Inside, a forest of stone columns branches out towards the ceiling, while kaleidoscopic light filters through stained glass windows, bathing the nave in an ethereal glow, a testament to faith and nature. Gaudí's playful genius is also on full display at Park Güell. While the bright mosaics of Park Güell make you think differently about what a building can be, every curve and surface celebrates the forms of nature. From the passion of flamenco to the serene beauty of the Alhambra and the surreal modernism of Gaudí, Spain reveals itself as a country of profound depth and dazzling creativity, a place that truly captivates the heart and stirs the soul. We now venture into the heart of Central Europe, to Germany, a nation that represents a remarkable fusion of deep-rooted tradition and dynamic modernity. Neuschwanstein Castle, the whimsical creation of King Ludwig II, is the quintessential fairy tale palace. In stark contrast stands the capital, Berlin. This is a city that wears its complex history on its sleeve. From remnants of the Berlin Wall to solemn memorials that serve as powerful reminders of division and conflict, from the precision engineering of its world-famous automobiles to the intellectual legacies of Kant, Goethe and Einstein, the Rhine River carves its way through steep valleys dotted with medieval castles and terraced vineyards, creating one of Europe's most scenic journeys. We cross the English Channel to an island nation with a history that has shaped the modern world, the United Kingdom. London, the sprawling capital of England, is a global metropolis, a melting pot of cultures where history and modernity collide. The River Thames snakes through its heart, past iconic landmarks like the Houses of Parliament with its famous clock tower Big Ben, and the contemporary giant wheel of the London Eye, showcasing the city's blend of tradition and innovation. To the north, the landscape transforms dramatically as we enter Scotland. This is a land of breathtaking, wild beauty. In cities like Edinburgh, with its medieval old town and imposing castle perched atop an extinct volcano, Our journey now takes us to the cradle of Western civilization, to the sun-bleached shores and azure waters of Greece. The Parthenon, a temple dedicated to the goddess Athena, is the crowning jewel of classical architecture. The Cyclades, with islands like Santorini, are the quintessential image of Greece, whitewashed villages clinging to volcanic cliffs. Thousands of islands are scattered like jewels across the Aegean and Ionian seas, each with its own unique character. In Olympia, the original Olympic Games were held in honor of Zeus, a tradition of athletic competition that now unites the world. A meal in a seaside taverna, sharing simple, delicious food with friends as the sun sets, is to experience the essence of Greek culture. So, we now ascend into the mountainous heart of Europe, to Switzerland. This is honestly a land of sublime, almost impossible natural beauty. The Matterhorn, with its distinctive pyramidal peak, is maybe the most iconic of all Swiss mountains. A network of ingeniously engineered trains, cable cars, and funiculars climbs these steep slopes, making even the most remote vistas accessible. Geneva, nestled on the shores of its namesake lake, is a global hub for diplomacy and finance. This reputation for precision is, a hallmark of the Swiss character. It's most famously expressed in the art of watchmaking. Swiss cities are models of order, cleanliness, and prosperity, renowned for their high quality of life. From the towering heights of the Alps, we descend to a country that lies in large part below sea level, the Netherlands. The iconic image of the Netherlands is one of windmills standing sentinel over flat green fields, their sails turning slowly in the breeze. In the spring, this landscape is transformed into a vibrant carpet of color as vast fields of tulips burst into bloom. Amsterdam, the capital, is a city woven around a web of concentric canals. Bicycles are the preferred mode of transport, and legions of cyclists glide over arched bridges and along cobblestone streets. Cities like Rotterdam, almost completely rebuilt after World War II, showcase bold, experimental modern architecture. Our European trip wraps up on the very western edge of the continent in Portugal. This country faces the Atlantic Ocean and has a soul full of exploring. The sad sounds of fado music float from small bars in the old Alfama area, showing the ups and downs of life. Old yellow trams rumble up its steep, bumpy streets, past buildings decorated with beautiful azulejos, painted ceramic tiles. Down south, the Algarve area has some of Europe's most stunning beaches, with golden sand surrounded by amazing rocky cliffs. The Douro Valley is a spectacular area with vineyards built on steep hillsides where they grow grapes for world-famous port wine. And Sintra, with its romantic fairy tale castles hidden in wooded hills, show you bits of the country's rich and varied past. Our 12-minute voyage across the rich tapestry of Europe has now come to a close. We have journeyed from the artistic heart of France to the historic shores of Portugal. Each nation we visited is a world in itself, yet together they form a complex and beautiful whole. We sincerely thank you for allowing us to be your guides on this visual expedition. It has been a privilege to share these glimpses of Europe's soul with you. If this journey has inspired you, please consider showing your support by liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more explorations of our world. Your curiosity fuels our next adventure. Until then, keep exploring.